This is WMHT, Schenectady, Albany, Troy.
I'm Mary Caroline Powers, and welcome to this special edition of the Capital Region's Our Town TV.
Well, I love science fiction, and I had watched Star Trek until I was rather sick of it, you know, where you've seen every single episode 10 times at least, and I was dying for something new.
Called by some a children's show gone wild, the television program Doctor Who has found its place in the hearts of Capital District adults. Meet the dedicated Whoites, who know there's a lot more to Doctor Who than watching a show. For this special year-end edition of Our Town TV, as we take a look back at these outstanding stories from the year past.
Major funding provided by Schenectady Trust. As your hometown bank, Schenectady Trust is especially pleased and proud to support this program showing the strengths and diversity of the Capital Region, a great place to live and work. Additional funding provided by Salisbury Chevrolet. Chevrolet makes the cars, Salisbury makes the difference. Salisbury Chevrolet, Route 50 in Scotia at the Schenectady County Airport. And by Maidon Restaurant Corporation and its associated Burger King restaurants throughout the Capital Region. Burger King, the best food for fast times.
Fiction is a mystery to most, and so are the fans. A British science fiction show, Doctor Who, is a hit around the world and in the Capital District as well. Instead of just sitting in front of their television sets each week, the fans of Doctor Who are out and involved. They're members of Doctor Who Northeast. Kathlyn Cummings is the president of Doctor Who Northeast, a 3-year-old fan club with more than 150 members.
Doctor Who is rather a phenomenon in this country. It's a children's show gone wild.
Each member of the fan club has a different story about how they got involved. Patricia Young contributes to Doctor Who Northeast through the monthly newsletter.
And I've seen various newsletters, and they had no artwork in them. So I went up to the editor and I said, hey, can you use some artwork? And she says, sure. And I've got a great idea for a little 3-panel cartoon starring a character called Cybercat, but I don't know what he looks like. So I sat down and I started to draw him. And I brought it in, and everybody loved him, and he's been virtually in every single month since.
Tammy Ryden, editor of the club's newsletter, stumbled upon Doctor Who quite by accident.
Well, I love science fiction, and I had watched Star Trek until I was rather sick of it, you know, where you've seen every single episode 10 times at least, and I was dying for something new. And I'd heard of Doctor Who, but I'd never seen it. I stumbled across it one Sunday and watched it. And I figured, well, give it a couple of weeks, and I was hooked.
Well, in the original series 21, 22 years ago, when it first began, the Doctor was just an eccentric old man. You never knew that he was an alien or anything like that. He could be just some crazy inventor who made a time machine. But eventually there came a time when that actor had to leave the series. But it was so popular in England, they didn't want to let it die.
It's time to say goodbye.
Don't give up. You can't leave me now.
I might regenerate. I don't know.
So he never really dies. He just turns into somebody else.
Doctor?
You're expecting someone else?
The special effects can be absolutely horrendous, but that's part of the charm.
WMHT, the local PBS station, which shows Doctor Who every Sunday at 5 and 11:30 p.m., receives a lot of response and support from the show's fans.
We don't hear from everyone who watches Doctor Who, but we hear from many of them. and they enjoy the program immensely. They find it very different than anything else on television, and they've been very helpful here at the station, both with helping us out during membership drives and pledging their support during our membership drives. We get a lot of cards and letters from our Doctor Who fans, and they know each episode backwards and forwards and backwards. Very knowledgeable viewers.
Inside the Albany Public Library, where the club meets, it's like a science fiction show and tell, with fans sharing news about the Doctor, his companions, and the world of science fiction.
We have a number of announcements this month, and most of them are fairly good. Starting in November, Channel 17 will be showing the Colin Baker episodes.
For the members of Doctor Who Northeast and the fans around the world, the magic goes on and on.
And he saves the Earth hundreds of times from various monsters, and then he'll pick up a companion or two, mostly young, pretty British girls, and goes schlepping around the universe, fighting monsters and demons and villains and getting into a lot of trouble and enjoying it.
I'm Mary Caroline Powers. Thank you so much for being with us. We'll see you again next week.
Major funding provided by Schenectady Trust. As your hometown bank, Schenectady Trust is especially pleased and proud to support this program showing the strengths and diversity of the Capital Region, a great place to live and work. Additional funding provided by Salisbury Chevrolet. Chevrolet makes the cars. Salisbury makes the difference. Salisbury Chevrolet, Route 50 in Scotia at the Schenectady County Airport. And by Maidon Restaurant Corporation and its associated Burger King restaurants throughout the Capital Region. Burger King, the best food for fast times.